I'm going to share some hard truths about weight loss that not enough people talk about. These are my credentials.
Hey bestie, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bestie, like the video because it helps with my algorithm. So in today's video, we're talking about the truth about weight loss nobody wants to hear. So I've put these teachers together so that you watch. I'll be back share my true sense.
I'm going to share some hard truths about weight loss that not enough people talk about. These are my credentials. This is my before and this is my after. I've lost around 85 pounds. All the things I'm about to talk about are things that I didn't want to believe because I thought, oh, that's not why I'm not losing weight. When in reality, all of these things were things that I was doing on a daily basis that was slowing down my weight loss journey. The first thing, I'm going to make this short and sweet because I've already talked about this. Calorie deficit. You can't lose weight if you're not in a calorie deficit. My other videos, I go more in depth. You can't. There's no way. I was overeating calories. I was like, why am I not losing weight? I'm only eating. Yeah, no, it's because you weren't in a calorie deficit. That was why. Second thing, you can't spot treat fat. You can't spot treat fat loss. There's no way that you are going to be able to take your ass to the gym and do some secret exercise to lose your belly fat but keep your thick thighs. Or lose your belly fat, keep your legs and your butt big. That's not possible. You can't spot treat fat. When I first started my weight loss journey, the first place that I noticed my fat loss was in my chest. Like my collarbone started to poke out a little more. My hands started to lean out. My stomach was the last thing to lose weight. My legs were toned. My arms were toned. My face, everything else, my stomach is where I held all of my fat. And there is no secret that people are keeping from you. You can't spot treat fat loss. You got to keep going on in your journey, keep going to the gym, keep eating healthy, and eventually you'll shred it off. Next one, you're going to be hungry on a diet. When you start a diet, you are restricting your food. You go from eating all these calories a day, not tracking, to going on a diet where you track your food, you eat healthier, and you eat in smaller portions. That does not mean starve yourself. Hunger and starving yourself are two different things. If you are sticking by your calorie deficit calories, or if you're just trying to maintain your body, and you're eating your maintenance calories, but you're still hungry, that means it's working. If you eat below your maintenance or below your calorie deficit calories, you're starving yourself because you need to be eating those exact numbers in order to lose weight. The next one, it's going to be extremely difficult. When I tell you it's going to be unmotivating to get up and go to the gym, it's going to be unmotivating to eat healthy and not eat what your friends are eating. I've been there, I know. But once your body gets in the routine and you train your brain to be like, hey, this is what we're doing now. We're not doing what we used to do. We're doing this, and you stick to that to a T, it gets easier. But the results that you get from sticking to that and being consistent is going to bring you so much more happiness than thinking like, I didn't stay on track, I gave up because it was too hard, I wonder what I would have looked like. Next thing that was severely delaying my weight loss was lack of sleep. It is so important, and I can't stress this enough. You need to be getting at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Lack of sleep can increase stress levels, which then triggers your body to release cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone. Having elevated levels of cortisol can actually increase your cravings and promote overeating. Poor sleep can also lower your metabolism, which then slows down your metabolism, which makes it harder for your body to process foods faster. Next thing, nutrition is 80% of weight loss, 20% is exercising. You don't even have to step foot in a gym. As long as you are sticking to your calorie deficit and your eating is on point and you're getting, let's say, 5 to 10,000 steps a day, you're gonna lose weight. Finally, you maintain the weight that you lose the same way that you lost it. If you are losing your weight because of eating healthy and going to the gym or just eating healthy, you have to keep eating healthy in order to maintain keeping that weight off. If you lose all of your weight then as soon as you stop, you're going to gain all of that weight back because the way you lost it isn't the way that you can maintain it.
I hate to be the bad guy and say this, but as somebody who has lost 76 pounds, has been in an active weight loss journey for 3 years, and is currently working on body recomposition in the gym, that there is no quick solution or easy fix or secret to weight loss. You actually have to put some fucking work in. I know that sounds harsh, and by work, I mean finding things that are healthy and sustainable for you to do over a period of time. Because weight loss is going to take time, and depending on the amount of weight that you have to lose, it's going to fucking take time. The weight that I put on over the course of 10 years through BED, overeating, emotional eating, I wasn't going to lose in a month. Hell, I wasn't even going to lose that shit in 5 months. Again, I am on year 3 of my weight loss journey, and I'm just now getting to a point where I'm in a good mind state and mindset to continue on this journey and start progressing in a different way. And I think as a society, we are so used to instant gratification because it is at our fucking fingertips, quite literally, every single day. So that when we actually have to put in effort towards things, we get discouraged and frustrated because we feel that we should be seeing different results than what we are. But I'm sorry, with weight loss, you can't give up after 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks of a calorie deficit, this isn't working, I'm gonna give up. That's why you're still stuck, because you're giving up. But instead, continuing on, because time is going to pass either way, and if you're making these small, healthy, sustainable changes over a period of time, guess what? You're gonna fucking see results. It's really that simple. Be mindful of your movement, be mindful of what you're eating, and be consistent. You'll lose weight. It's really that fucking simple. Stop torturing yourself. Stop falling for the fad diet bullshit and actually fucking put in some work. Show up for yourself.
About 5 years ago, I was almost 200 pounds, and at 5'1", almost 200 pounds, that put me into the morbidly obese category. And the only reason I was actually able to lose weight is because I started to be brutally honest with myself. Self-love is required to be able to lose weight. Self-love is required to get anything that you want done in this life. And I had to love myself enough to be brutally honest with myself. So there was a time when I looked at myself in my mirror, and instead of saying, oh, like, Maddie, you're fine, or Maddie, whatever, I actually looked at myself and I'm like, holy fuck, you got fat. And if you keep making the same decisions that you've been making to get you to this point, you're just gonna fucking keep getting fatter. And at this point, I was just diagnosed with pre-hypertension and pre-diabetes, which was also not very fun. I was 19 years old, pre-diabetic, pre-diabetes, 19 years old. But before this, I was hypocritical. I would tell everybody else to just love themselves, but I was not even giving myself the love that I knew that I deserved. So why would I expect anybody to listen to me? I didn't treat myself well, but the second I started being honest with myself.
If you are a female under 150 pounds who tried absolutely everything to lose weight and nothing works, I need you to lock in, girlfriend, because this video's for you. What you need to understand is that the leaner you become, the more strategy that's required. And this becomes less about losing weight and more about actually changing the way that your body looks. And here's the thing, coming from the girl who's helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women build bangin' bodies that they feel damn good in naked, I would be willing to bet top dollar you probably don't need to lose 10 pounds as much as you need to add 5 pounds of muscle to your frame to look 10 pounds leaner. So let's chat about my top 3 hard truths that you need to swallow if you actually want to see results for all of the hard work and energy that you're putting into this. Hard truth number 3, your obsession with cardio, it's got to go. Cardio is extremely overvalued for fat loss, yet undervalued for the cardiovascular benefits that it has. It needs to be utilized as a tool, not as a crutch. But I promise you, cardio alone will never change the way that your body looks, which leads me to point number 2. Number 2, stop winging your training and stop using group fitness classes F45, Orange Theory, Fit Body Bootcamp as a form of training. You need to be following a properly built strength training program focused on progressive overload. Your training needs to be strategic and you need to be tracking that shit. Call me crazy, but I would be willing to bet in this phase of your journey, your goal is toned. And the only way you will ever be toned is to add muscle to your frame. The only way you are going to add muscle to your frame is by taking muscle to failure. This needs to happen by following a properly built strength training program focused on progressive overload. But Nicole, what are you talking about? I lift weights in my group fitness classes. Yeah, girlfriend, you also do an excessive amount of box jumps, sprints, burpees, which means you're so gassed from the cardio piece of the workout that you're never actually able to give 100% to the strength training piece of the workout, which means that you never truly take muscle to failure. So if your goal is an ass that stops traffic, I promise you group fitness classes aren't going to get you there. Hard truth number uno, and what 98.99999% of you are going to struggle with, but I need you to stop dieting all of the time. Let me make sense of this for you. And I know I'm asking you to keep a very open mindset for me. But again, your goal right now is toned. Toned equals muscle. And for us to add muscle to your frame, we have to give your body the raw materials it needs to do so. I need you eating food. I need you eating at least maintenance calories, ideally a slight surplus, but at least maintenance calories, prioritizing protein. 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Because when we cut out your crazy cardio and you're eating enough, you actually have enough energy to lift heavy enough. And that's what's going to change the way that your body looks. Winna, winna, chicken dinner. So to summarize, I need you eating enough food, prioritizing protein, lifting heavy shit multiple times a week, and putting it back down, tracking your training to ensure you're getting stronger. Do these things consistently, month over month. Give me 6 months of consistency. Notice I didn't say perfection. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. And watch your body transform. You, girlfriend, can come back and thank me later. And as always, if you guys find these tips helpful, go and smash the follow button for me for your no BS approach on how to get it off.
I know you want to lose the belly fat. I know you are not confident in your stomach. And you're trying everything, and it seems like nothing is working, because I have been there. I've been there. But I've come out on the other side. So here are some hard truths, slaps in the face, that you need to hear, that I wish I knew at the beginning of my journey. But, I mean, it's going away. I'm getting there. Just let me help you. Are you ready? Are you sure? You do not get to choose or say where your body loses fat. I've tried everything. No amount of ab workouts are gonna target the fat on your stomach. That's not how it works. You typically, for most women, you lose fat on your stomach last. So you have to go through the whole weight loss, fat loss journey. And when your body fat is low, your stomach will go. And to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit. A lot of people come at me, I lost weight without being in a calorie deficit. And I'm like, okay, either you lost all your muscle or you were in a calorie deficit and you didn't know it. It is fact. You think I want to believe that? No, I do not want to believe I have to be in a calorie deficit. But it's true. It's true. I didn't make the rules, okay? I didn't make the rules. Speaking of calorie deficits, a lot of people will ask me in my comments, so I can eat like whatever I want, right? If it's like low calorie. Like, can I just eat like sweets all day and just keep it under calories? And I'm like, you could lose weight in that way, but you're not gonna lose the fat. You're gonna lose your muscle. It is much better to eat more calories that are full of proteins and vegetables and fruit and good food than low calories of unhealthy food, because that is gonna give you that skinny fat look. It's gonna be horrible for your muscles, your energy, your blood sugar. Do not do that. I used to restrict my calories very hard, and I would eat little protein bars and fiber one bars and like low calorie stuff all day to like give myself that quick energy, and it did nothing for me. I started losing my butt, my tone went away, and my stomach looked fatter, even though it was flatter. You know what I mean? And as soon as I started eating tons of protein and increasing my calorie intake, it actually slimmed and toned me so much more. Undereating is not going to get you there either. It is not. Sure, your stomach might seem flatter because it's empty, but you are going to sleep horribly. You are going to stress your body out so much, mess with your hormones, feel irritated all the time, not have energy. That is going to increase your cortisol, which increases your fat storage specifically on the stomach. So you are only hurting yourself and putting yourself through a horrible time. There's no reason. Please, please do not undereat. Please do not. I have tons of videos up about fat loss and what I did to lose weight. And if you keep doing those things, it'll really, really help in the long run. And please be patient. That is my next slap in the face. You have to be patient. Anything good in life takes time and dedication, and it's hard. And if you really want to lose the fat off your stomach, you need to have the patience and the dedication to get there. Put your future self first. Always. Always. Don't think about, oh, I have a party tomorrow and like I want to look skinny, I'm not going to eat. Huh? You think in a year anyone's going to remember what your stomach looked like? No. No. Focus on the journey. Focus on the fat loss, not looking skinny. You need to shift your mindset. If you really want to lose the weight and the fat, shift your mindset. And the next biggest thing is consistency. That is literally what helped me. That is what solved everything for me. As soon as I took away all the extremes and I went calm and gentle and in a way that made me feel good. I've been so consistent, and I've just noticed the fat melting off. Genuinely. Like, consistency over everything. I know you hear that all the time, but if you practice it, your life will change. Lastly, on top of eating healthy and exercising, take care of yourself. Do some self-care. De-stress. Stress equals stomach fat. I assure you. So focus on your sleep. Pamper yourself. Feel good. Hang out with girlfriends that make you laugh and make you happy. Watch happy movies and listen to happy music. And you are going to get there. These things collectively, I swear, is the reason I lost stomach fat. That's it. My last little bonus, drink your green tea. It is so simple, lazy girl friendly, tastes delicious in my opinion. Drink it because it melts that fat, girl. Anyway, love you guys.
I went through about a 50-pound weight loss, and let me tell you, I probably went through every single barrier to weight loss possible, so I'm going to give you some harsh realities and some little tips I wish I heard. I screwed up my metabolism, my thyroid was messed up, my insulin levels were messed up, my cortisol level was messed up, my gut health was an absolute wreck. But I'm so proud to be able to sit here right now and say that I look and feel better than I ever have, and I am continuing this journey, and I have overcome these barriers. Your weight is a hormone issue. And if you think you can't do anything about your hormones, you are in a victim mindset. Hormone replacement is not your only option. You can better your hormones. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to be really strict for a long time before you can start to get a little bit lenient. A lot of the times you hear people like, it's about balance when you first start. It is not about balance when you first start. If your body is kind of messed up from whatever you've done to it, or even if it's just genetically, you need to be super strict until you get it sorted out. Stop hopping on the same diet because you swear it works, you just can't stick with it. It doesn't work then. You looking at the girl next to you who has great genetics is not going to do anything to better your progress, so stop comparing. The day that comes that you actually take full responsibility for your body and how you feel.
Let's troubleshoot what to do if you are genuinely eating less and not losing weight. Because I hear this time and time again from women who feel like they're tapping into intuitive eating, they're drastically reducing the volume that they're eating, the amount of times that they're eating, I mean, the portions, everything, it's going down, and they still come to me and they're like, Kiki, you know, maybe I was losing weight for a little bit at the beginning, but now it's stopped, or, you know, I'm not actually losing weight anymore. I've hit this plateau. And I think that so often we're looking for this mistake that it's like, I can't possibly keep eating less. I need more. You know, where can I find this hack where I can eat more but still lose weight? Or, you know, there must be something wrong because, you know, I'm eating less, right? And I'm not losing weight. The truth is, you need to eat less. I know you guys are all going to attack me for saying the truth, but the truth is, if you are not losing weight, it means that you're eating too much. That might mean that you're eating, again, too much in each occasion, too many occasions, right? And we can look to find answers elsewhere, but really it comes down to the fundamentals of what I teach. Is there true hunger before you eat? And, you know, are you taking yourself too far? Are you eating too much in each occasion? Try eating less. Why don't we want to try eating less? Because the food is buffering something. That's why, right? Because realistically, it's like, oh, okay, I can eat less. I'm gonna have more time, more money in my bank account from, you know, spending less on food. You should be happy, but you're not, because you're using the food to buffer something, okay? If you want help with this, that is exactly what I help you uncover, whether you work with me one-on-one or join my live group experience. I have another one coming up in the fall, in September. Spots are already filling up. If you enroll for my fall group, you also get access to all the new materials instantly, so you can start your journey right away. All the links are in my bio.
I'm gonna give you guys the secret, how I went from this to this, so keep watching. So in the first pic, I was like 20 pounds heavier than I normally was, like my whole life. because I was eating everything in sight during COVID and not moving my body. But this is what I looked like the majority of my life. Like nothing special. Then in 2022, I decided that I wanted to take the gym seriously. Like, I've been lifting since 2017, but I had never saw any progress because I was basically just eating whatever I wanted and still going to the gym and like doing cardio and stuff because I thought that would just like make me skinny and like make me like fit. So this is what I started off as in the beginning of 2022. So that last picture was like second week of January, and by March I looked like this. And that's because I actually took shit seriously and I was dialed in on everything I ate. Like, I tracked everything I ate and I was doing cardio like 3-4 times a week. So if someone on here tells you that it's not about a caloric deficit if you want to lose weight, they're lying to you. It is purely about calories in versus calories out. Like, this is literally what I looked like at one point in my life. And now I look like this. And I can promise you that it's not from any fad supplement that they tell you burns fat quickly or like any of the fad shit you see on TikTok. It's consistency, it's discipline, and it's your diet. Abs are made in the kitchen, not from that scrawny little TikToker that does her ab circuit every day. I promise you, you can lose weight if you genuinely want to, because I literally looked like this, and this was me a couple days ago. I never in a million years thought I would look like this.
That's a video, besties. I'm just here just to add on like what I think about today's video. In today's video, talking about the harsh truth about weight loss that nobody wants to hear. But see, the truth is, weight loss is not glamorous. It's uncomfortable and full of moments that will make you question why you even started. Everyone loves to talk about the glow up, the confidence, and the compliment, but nobody talks about the nights you cry because your cravings are screaming louder than your discipline. Nobody talks about the frustration of doing everything right and still not see results. Weight loss is not a straight line, it's a mental war more than a physical challenge. You're not just losing weight, you're shedding bad habits, emotional eating, laziness, and even toxic environments that encourage you to stay the same. One of the harshest truths about weight loss is that motivation will not save you. Motivation is temporary and it fades. And when it does, discipline has to take over. If you're waiting to feel ready, you wait forever. You have to show up even when you are tired, even when you're not seeing the progress, even when everyone around you is eating what you can't, because real change doesn't happen when it's convenient. It happens when you choose consistency over comfort. Bestie, another harsh truth is that you won't always be supported. The people you expect to cheer you on might be the ones who quietly hope you fail. Some friends will stop inviting you out because your new habits make them uncomfortable. Another will tell you that you're losing too much weight or you have changed, but the truth is, you're supposed to change. Growth threatens those who stay the same. You will learn that not everyone wants to see you win, and that's okay. Your journey is not for their approval. You also learn the results take time, a lot of time. In a world where everyone promises quick fixes, pills, and doctor's tea, patience feels outdated. But sustainable weight loss does not happen overnight. It takes months of effort because you even start to notice real change, and sometimes your body will fight for you. You hit plateaus, you gain a little back, and you feel like giving up. But the part of the process, you're not failing, your body is simply adjusting. The ones who succeed are those who push through when the excitement wears off. Another harsh reality is that you can't outwork a bad diet. You can't even spend hours in the gym, but if you're still overeating or using food as comfort, you spin in circle. Nutrition matters more than workouts. It's not about starving yourself, it's about balance, portion control, and discipline. Learning to say no when emotions want you to say yes is one of the hardest lessons in weight loss. It's no more or emotional control, and dieting. Let's be real. Weight loss is lonely sometimes. You start to distance yourself from certain places or certain people and even old vision of yourself. You see that dinner where everyone is eating clean like you're an outsider. But the isolation builds strength. You discover self-control you didn't even have by that time. You learn the solitude is part of self-improvement. It's not a punishment, it's transformation. And here's something nobody tells you. Losing weight won't automatically fix your self-esteem. If you hate yourself at your heaviest, you'll find new reasons to hate yourself even when you're lighter. The scale does not heal your insecurities, your mindset, or it does. Weight loss can change your body, but it won't change the way you talk to yourself. That's inside job. You have to work on loving yourself through every phase, not just when you hit your goal weight. You also face the harsh truth that maintenance is harder than losing weight. Losing weight is a battle, but keeping it off is another. It requires a lifestyle shift, not a temporary dieting. If you go back to your old habits, you gain it back. Sometimes even more. You have to accept that this journey is for your life. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistency. You don't need to do extreme, you just need to be committed. And yes, there are sacrifices. You skip parties, cut out your favorite food, wake up early to work out, and go to bed hungry sometimes. But every time you say no to short term pressure, you're saying yes to long term peace. The peace of feeling good in your own skin or having energy or being proud of your discipline is worth every sacrifice. The harsh truth is the most people won't make it. They'll give up the moment you're uncomfortable. But if you can push past the